I oh, sorry. But yeah, I'm just having too much fun talking to
Yeah.
you. I have to show proof that I did something today.
Yes, yes,
Yes. And do you mind if I take a picture of the screen real quick?
yes.
All right.
Of course, but I didn't make up, so.
Okay. I won't take a close up. Okay. I get that. Awesome. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
You're welcome.
Yes. Um, yeah, you know, I agree with everything you said. Um, in Japan, money talks more than anything else. And the people that are really in the government, that are real power players, they're backed by money. They
Yes,
got
yes,
money
yes,
and they know
exactly.
people that have money. And, it's just like America. I mean, it's not that dissimilar at all. The true power in America is money and
Mm.
people with money. And the lobby, we have what are called lobby groups in
Lobby?
America. Yeah, so um, it's, let me see if I can, uh, we got chat here.
Yes, yes.
I'll type it for you. It's spelled just like the lobby in a hotel. So the main place in the hotel is
Lobby.
called the lobby,
Yeah.
right?
Lobby activity. I heard this word for the Olympics.
Mm, that's right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
The people that wanted to do the Olympics, they lobbied for it,
yeah. Yeah.
and
Why,
so
why, why you lobby? Lobby.
well, they I'm not sure where the name lobby comes from, but there are people that actually get paid big money to
Mm.
be lobbyists in
Yes.
Washington, D.C., right? So any company that has anything they want the government to do for them,
Mm.
they hire lobbyists
Mm,
to
mm,
talk to
mm,
politicians, to
mm,
persuade them to make laws that favor their business or their ideas, and
mm.
they fund political campaigns big time. And so politicians listen to lobbyists. Yeah.
It is kind of business, right?
Hmm,
Mm.
absolutely. Big business.
Big business area.
Yeah. The NRA, for example, the National Rifle Association,
Mm, mm, mm.
in America is one of the biggest lobbyist groups in America.
Yeah, that's why everyone has the gun.
That's right. That's right. Yes, they are one of the main reasons why there has
Mm,
never
mm,
been gun
mm.
reform passed in the United
Yeah,
States.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's disgusting, in my
yeah.
opinion. You know,
Yes, agree with that.
when you have kids dying and being killed by guns,
No.
is your ability to hunt or own guns that important to you? Honestly,
Mm,
I really, I really don't agree with
no,
the
no.
NRA. And you know, the right to bear arms is the Second Amendment of the Constitution of the
Mm,
United States. Um, and that law was made because when before the United States was made a country,
mm,
when they were still a colony of Britain,
mm,
there were laws and things that said soldiers could come and stay in your house
mm.
as long as they wanted, and you had to feed them and take care of them,
Oh,
without any compensation or anything. It's just, here you go.
mm,
And that was one of the main reasons for the right to bear arms, so you could protect your home
mm.
and maybe even the country itself from a foreign threat, or from you know outside uh interference or um
Yeah, yeah,
persecution. Yeah.
yeah.
So
But now it's 21st century, so we can change the world. We can change the rules. So
right.
yeah.
I mean, even if all the Americans had guns, which they don't. I mean, there's still many Americans who have never had a gun or owned a gun. I'm one of them. I've never owned a gun in my life. Um, and even if they all did, you would never beat the US military ever.
Yeah.
So there's really kind of no sense to the law anymore. Yeah. I mean, the Constitution is over 200 years old. It should be updated a little bit.
Yeah.
But the NRA is a major reason why we don't. All right. Well, let's take a look at some more pictures.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. And share. And here we go. Sports is another major small talk topic. Of course, it depends on your interest in sports. I love sports personally.
You?
Yeah,
what sports
my
do you
favorite
like?
sport is football,
Football.
American football.
American football. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, so my favorite team is the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh,
And
did you play that? Did you play?
I've never played
I never played that.
professional. I played
A professional.
and when I was young, I played. This is what I usually wear. Shirts like this. This is a jersey. This is from the Minnesota Vikings. Their colors. And so I'm a huge sports fan, but not everyone is. Are you? Do you like sports?
Yeah, actually, I did play basketball for many, many years, but these days, no, no,
Okay.
can't. Yeah, but my boys, he's 8 years old. He played soccer
Oh, nice.
every week. Yes, and that's why I really interested in soccer. Before, I'm not interested in it, but now he play. That's why I
Okay,
like it. Yeah.
great. Wow, you used to play basketball.
Yes, yeah, I like that. Yeah,
Yeah. What
yeah.
position?
It's at the forward.
Okay,
Yes, yeah.
nice. So you must be fairly tall then.
No, 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 no. I'm
No?
not. Yeah, 160. It's not normal. Yes. So, but I'm good at shooter for the 3 point.
Ah.
Sorry, I wrong. I was.
You were. Uh, I was too. I don't really play sports too much anymore either, because yeah, like you, I'm well, probably not like you. I'm way older than you probably. Um,
No, no,
but I'm definitely, my sporting days are kind of in my past.
no.
Yeah, I'll be 48 this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, but my sons, I have three sons, and
Three sons.
yes,
Wow.
and one daughter by marriage.
Mm,
And so my oldest son just turned 17,
mm,
and my second youngest just turned 13,
mm.
and my youngest son, he will turn 11 in February.
Mm.
So yeah, my two oldest boys, they play rugby.
Okay. Rugby, yes.
Yeah.
These days, it's very become popular in Japan.
Definitely
Yeah,
more than in the
yeah,
past.
yes, become popular. Right?
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's became more popular, definitely,
yeah.
since I think since the World Cup where they beat South Africa.
Yes, yeah, that's right, that's right.
Yeah, I used to work at a company at an international school, and
Mm,
I actually worked with the wife of, and I taught also taught the daughter of one of the players from that team. Um,
mm,
he was from New Zealand, Luke Thompson. Uh,
mm.
yeah, so I've met a few professional rugby players, and my sons have also met them, and so maybe that was the inspiration for them
That's a good
joining rugby.
chance. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, so sports is a great topic.
Mm.
Also, travel. Like this is a picture of Australia,
Yes,
obviously.
I know. I know.
Have you
I
ever?
live. Yes, I live in Australia a year for
Oh,
as a working holiday.
how was
Yes, when
that?
I was young. That's nice. So I live in Perth. It's western side.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I really enjoy. But unfortunately my English wasn't good. Become good, but but that was good chance. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, good. Yes.
again, there really isn't a good or bad to language.
Mm,
Yeah. There is only the ability to communicate or not so much.
yeah. But
Yeah.
when I go there, well, it was 20 years ago,
Wow.
20 or more years ago. And when I go to Australia, I couldn't speak English at all.
Okay.
So I
Wow.
had no confidence with that. So I'm so nervous to speak English. But I could I could make good friends. So I
Hmm.
could we could communicate each other. So just I changed my mind. So oh, English is not so big problem for me. So not so difficult for me. So I
Hmm.
could relax with that. But
Awesome.
now my one regret things for me. So if I were more, what do you say? If I were could speak English
Hmm.
more fluently,
Yep.
so I could enjoy more in Australia life.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
I could challenge to new things or more another things.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes a lack of language does hinder you
Mm,
when it comes to really immersing yourself
mm,
or enjoying the full benefit of
yeah.
being in a country like that. But again, sometimes being in Japan and speaking as much Japanese as I can speak, even though I can speak quite well in Japanese,
Mm,
um, I get nervous about and shy about my Japanese as well. Yeah,
mm,
because people do laugh sometimes,
mm,
and even though they shouldn't, but they do. Yeah, um, and it is intimidating to speak a different language, especially to a native person of
mm,
that
mm.
language. But honestly, you really don't have to fear anything when it comes to speaking to native speakers. We're just happy to be able to speak with you
Mm, mm.
and
No,
get to
yeah.
know you. So um, yeah, that sounds like fun though. I've
Mm.
never been to Australia actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's nice
yeah.
place. Very good place.
I
Yeah.
actually have a lot of friends down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some very good friends actually
Mm.
in both Australia and New Zealand. So if I ever do go that way, I'm gonna have to make a stop in both places for sure. But I definitely want to go
Mm,
because yeah, you know, it's in the southern hemisphere
mm,
of the Earth, so I've never been past the equator as well. So I have no experience with the way things are or the way things look in that part of the world. So
mm,
that would be exciting too, I think. Yeah.
mm, mm.
How did you like the food there?
Food.
Mm.
Yeah, that's nice, but it's fish and chip in Australia, and yeah. But I believe with the Australian lady, she made
Oh,
lasagna for me.
nice.
Yeah, that was so nice. So my favorite food in Australia is a lasagna made by her, made by her.
I see. I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. A lot of cooks have their own way of making lasagna, right? Some people put like cottage cheese between the
Mm.
layers. Some people use bechamel, like
Cheese and vegetable
yeah,
cheese. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, in the middle. Some people put spinach in there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some mashed potato or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. That's yeah, yeah.
yeah. But for me, I the way I learned how to make lasagna, because I love to cook too.
Oh,
Um,
really? You do? Nice.
yeah, I really love to cook.
Mm. Do
Um,
you cook Japanese food also?
I can cook Japanese food. Um, Certainly not as well as I cook Western food,
Mm.
or non-Japanese food. But I can cook Japanese food and
Mm.
do
Mm.
enjoy it as well. In fact, I have a few very nice Japanese knives
Mm.
that I use when I make sashimi or
Oh,
fish.
you did. Great.
Yeah, yeah. But the way I make lasagna is just with the sauce and
Mm.
cheese and noodles, and that's it.
Mm.
Simple,
It's a simple. Yeah.
simple but delicious.
Mm. Mm. That's very important.
Exactly,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
delicious
yeah.
part, right? All right, let's take a look at the next picture. Dive. Yes,
Diving.
interesting hobbies, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So if you have any interesting hobbies like scuba diving or
Mm, 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 mm,
snorkeling, as the case may be, that's also an interesting thing to talk about with small
mm,
talk.
mm, mm, mm.
Um, have you ever done snorkeling or scuba
Yes,
diving?
yes. Actually, I did diving in Australia, so I had the
Ooh,
license. Yeah, but only Australia. So when I back to Japan, so I didn't go to
I
anywhere. Yeah, but when I went to Okinawa,
ah
I yeah I doing the snorkeling.
okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
excellent. I was just gonna ask you, have you ever been to Okinawa? Because
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that would be a perfect place to go snorkeling, I think.
Yes, yes. Good, nice one. I want to go again, but these days, no.
Yeah, diving is one of those sports that is A, expensive, and
Mm,
B, really kind of specialized, isn't it? Right?
yes, yes.
You need a boat, you need air tank,
Oh,
you need a
no.
wetsuit and everything, right? So, it's kind of difficult to maintain as a hobby, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hmm. I've only been snorkeling. I went snorkeling my first time in the Bahamas,
Mm.
um, when I was in my 20s, a long time ago.
Same as me. Same long, long time ago.
Right? And that was amazing to me. That really um opened my eyes to the sea.
Mm,
And as a kid, I always loved going underwater like all kids
mm, mm,
do, right, with their snorkeling gear and stuff. But I grew up, in Minnesota, there's no ocean, there's only
mm.
lake, right? So it's not the same. Going under the water in a lake is definitely different than the ocean. So
No, no, no.
yeah, so I was really amazed by how, for example, the waves were so choppy and it was so kind of noisy above the waves, right?
Mm, mm,
But then when you went underneath the water with your snorkel, all you could hear was the breathing of your own breath,
yes, yes.
and see the fish. It was so calming.
Yeah, the color. It's very different world. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it didn't look very deep, but it was actually very, very deep where we were. Um, so yeah, I tried to dive under a few times, but it was hard to go all the way to the bottom because it was way down, a lot deeper than it looked. It looked like, oh, it's just right there. Okay.
Mm,
But yeah, a lot deeper. All
yeah.
right. Surfing.
Oh, surfing. I never
Yeah,
tried it.
you've
Never
never
tried
tried
it
it?
before. No, you?
No,
No.
I actually have a really good friend who was a semi-pro surfer. when he was younger.
mm.
And so like I kind of feel like I've done it because he talks about it so much. Yeah. But no, I've never actually been surfing in my life. I've been bodyboarding, you know, like
Yeah,
the
bodyboarding. Yes, I tried it. Yes, I did. I did it before.
yeah, I think that's a lot easier than
Yeah, much
surfing.
easier.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You know, especially when my friend he tells me how they have to swim way out to the where the waves are, right?
Mm.
And I'm just like, oh, that sounds like way too much work for like a 1 or 2 minute ride. Yeah. I don't personally ever want to really surf. So,
Yeah, neither do I. So I'm really afraid. I'm scared to go far, far from coast.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yes.
I agree. Right.
Yeah.
Because it's very easy to get pushed way out there, right?
Yes, yes, yes. It's it's danger.
Mm,
It's looks
not to
dangerous. So
mention shark attacks and things
yeah,
like that.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want to die, so I never tried it.
good for you. I support you. Yay. Let's look at the next picture. Mountain bike riding.
Oh, mountain bike. No, I didn't. I never tried it.
No, me neither, actually.
You
Again,
tried?
like when I was younger, I did ride mountain bikes, but never like in the mountains, like this picture shows. Um, I've seen videos of guys doing it, and it looks really exhilarating and scarily fun,
Mm, mm, mm.
but I don't know that I want to try it. Not
No.
for me.
Yes. It's also dangerous sports, kind of dangerous sports, you know.
It's very dangerous.
Yeah. Not
You
for
know?
beginners, not for not
Yeah,
for scary man, so
that's right. Right.
can't try it.
Yeah, this is skateboarding. Did you ever skateboard?
Just once, a few minutes, few times, but I'm not good at skating, so I'm
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
It's
born in.
also dangerous, you know.
It is.
Looks
It is.
yeah, looks simple, easy, but it's kind of dangerous sports, you
No,
know.
it's very dangerous. I grew up in the 70s,
Mm,
and that was kind of when skateboarding really became popular and famous
mm, mm,
from
mm,
the
mm,
70s and early 80s. So I definitely played with skateboards as a kid with my friends.
mm,
We had a hill near my house, so we
mm.
would make a course going down the hill and try to make it down, but never doing like tricks like you see in the picture here. I never tried like a half
No.
pipe ramp or anything.
No.
No, no, no. Dirt bikes. I was big into BMX dirt
Oh,
bikes when I was a kid. I had one of those,
mm,
and used to jump with the
mm.
bike and try to do tricks.
Really?
Yeah, but after you fail at a trick too many times, like
Yeah.
you don't want to
No
try
more,
it
no
anymore,
more.
especially no pads or no helmet or anything.
No, no.
Oh, I got some big, big scrapes trying to do those things. Yeah. Skiing. Do you
Yeah,
like
skiing.
skiing?
Yes, I like it. I used to go to mountain, but these days, so nothing chance to go. But the I doing snowboarding.
I see.
Yeah, I did
Hmm.
snowboarding. Yeah, when I was young. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
never tried snowboarding.
Really.
I've skied, Minnesota gets lots of snow, but we
Mm-hmm.
have no mountains per se.
Okay,
You
okay.
know, I definitely want to go skiing in a mountain sometime
Mm-hmm.
while I live here in Japan, where they have
The
mountains.
Gifu Prefecture. your wife come from. So give prefecture is many place to skiing or snowboarding,
Mm.
right?
Actually, my wife is not from there. My friend's wife
A
is from
friend's wife. Oh, sorry,
there.
sorry.
It's okay. My wife is from Nara, actually. Yeah, yes, yeah. And
Eh,
as a matter of fact, I have her brother, my brother-in-law, is a doctor in Nagoya, actually. Um,
really?
yeah, he's a gynecologist, uh,
Gynecologist, what?
OBGYN, you know? I can type it for you.
Yes, please.
Oops,
OBGYN.
sorry, I made a mistake. OBGYN. That stands for obstetrician gynecologist.
Gynecologist. I don't.
They are baby doctors.
Oh, baby doctor to giving a birth.
That's how you spell gynecologist.
Gynecologist.
Yes.
Mm,
They help deliver,
mm,
and they also fertility, things like that, um
mm,
are what gynecologists do.
mm,
So that's what he does. Yeah.
mm.
Um
Gynecologist.
I have a few more pictures if you want to see
Yes,
real
please.
quick, because we're almost to the hour. The,
Oh,
1 hour.
oh. I didn't realize. So it was so fun. So I didn't care
Oh,
about the
I'm glad
time.
you're
So I
enjoying.
forgot.
I'm so glad. I'm actually trying to start my own school, online
Mm,
school, hence the MVP.
mm,
And my school is called MVP English School.
mm.
And so I've made all these lessons for
For
doing
for the
online.
adult,
Yeah,
for
for
adult or
adults, kids,
eh, everyone.
families. We have family
Oh,
plans.
mm,
Um, our family plan is actually really good,
mm,
because, for example, if you want to take lessons together with your kid,
mm,
you can do that for the
mm,
same price
mm, mm, mm,
as one person. So if you want it 1 day a week
mm,
for a month, that's 4 lessons, 10,000 yen for the month for all of you to take
mm,
lessons
mm, mm, mm.
at the same time.
Yeah, that's good.
If you
Sometimes
want,
so yeah, these days I can't go to the English lesson school,
right?
or the place depends on place. Live near the countryside, so we don't have any good English school near
Sure,
here. Yeah,
sure.
yeah. So online is very good opportunity to learn other
Look,
things. Yes,
especially with COVID-19 and everything
yes, yeah.
going on,
Agree. Yeah, yes,
you
yes,
know,
yes.
I don't mind doing in-person lessons as well, but just with the way the world is now, it's more likely that people want to come to
Mm,
an online lesson versus in-person lessons. Plus,
yeah.
you can stay at home and you don't have to go
Yeah,
anywhere.
yeah. So these days I used to use the online, so I don't care about the, what they say. It's face to face is very important
Mm,
actually, but the online is we can see each other, so we can understand each other, and the
absolutely.
and
Yeah, the
connection is good,
technology.
the sound is good, so no problem at all.
The technology has really improved a
Yeah,
lot
yeah, yeah,
in this
yes.
area.
Even though Japan and the other country, so like America or other countries, so
Mm-mm.
nothing, nothing
That's right.
problem,
That's right.
only the
E-
time.
Exactly, exactly. Only the time. But
Yeah.
I my lessons go from 10 in the morning till 7 o'clock at night.
Oh,
The
that's
7 o'clock
good.
is the last lesson.
Mm,
So
mm, mm.
for dinner time and things like that, don't want to make it too late.
Yeah.
But talking about food is
Food,
also a
yeah,
great thing to do for small talk.
I love Thai food
Me
very
too.
much.
I love it too.
Yeah,
I love spicy food. I
me too,
really love.
spicy. Yeah. I
So
love
I
spicy.
often buy the hottest peppers uh,
Mm.
when I find them in the market, or I go to Koreatown in Tsuruhashi or Momodani
Mm.
in Osaka to buy fresh Korean peppers.
Yeah,
Um,
yes, yes.
yeah, one
That's
of my
good.
best
That's
friends is
good.
from Thailand, actually, um, and I've
Mm,
been to Thailand a
really? So
few times.
actually, yeah, yeah. Actually, I never been to Thailand. So
Oh,
I've
really?
been, yes, I went many places, but I never been to Thailand.
You
So
definitely
someday,
when you're
yeah, yeah,
able,
yeah,
you
yeah.
definitely want to go there because
Someday I should go there and eat many food.
oh, cheap, cheap, and so good value for
Yes.
like you can literally eat like a king in
Mm.
Thailand for the price of a popper.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, maybe less than $50. You would be in hog heaven
Uh,
in Thailand.
that's good. That's good. I should go. I should go.
Yes, definitely. What's your favorite Thai food?
Tom yum goong.
Okay,
Yeah,
yep.
I love the soup in the
Mm,
world. Actually, the first my favorite soup is Tom yum goong.
okay, Tom
Yes.
Yum is very good. Have you ever tried Tom Kaga?
Tom kaga. I don't know that. What's that?
It's it's a chicken coconut soup.
Oh,
Excellent. If you love
really?
soup, you will love Tom Kaga.
Tom
Uh,
kaga.
yes. Actually, if you go on on like Amazon.com or something,
Mm.
you can
I can buy some.
you can buy there's a paste for it. Tom
Oh,
Kaga.
Tom kaga. Tom
Ga,
kaga.
ga means chicken
Hmm.
in Thai.
Mm-mm.
So it's and I believe tom means soup.
Soup. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically chicken soup.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I tried. So very often I go to Thai restaurant, but I
Okay.
really love Tom Yum Goong. So I always order Tom Yum Goong, not
Okay.
not challenge to new menu. So
Have you ever
next
tried
time,
som tam?
hmm?
Som tam.
Sometime I sorry I don't know that.
Som.
It's restaurant.
No, it's a dish. It's papaya salad. Papaya.
Papayas. Yes, I know. That's very sliced
Yes.
papaya salad. Yes, yes.
Very spicy, very
Mm.
excellent. I recommend it to you.
Yes, I
Yeah.
try next time. Yeah, 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 yeah. Except Tom Yum.
Except Korea, yes. Trust me, if you know, Tom Yum Goong is very good, and I really loved it when I first tried it, and thought that was the best, one of the best Thai foods. But when I tried other Thai food, I was like, whoa, this is better than Tom Yum Goong. Try it.
Yes, yes, I tried it. I tried it.
All right, he's like, it was very wonderful to
Yeah,
meet
thank you
you.
very much. Yes, I really enjoy the communication.
And you did a wonderful job communicating as well. Um, you see that there was no pauses, there was no breakdown. It wasn't an interview. Yeah. Hi, how are you? I'm good, thank you. And you? You know, it was a conversation, and that's
Mm,
what is important. It doesn't matter how good your English is. It
yeah,
really
yeah,
doesn't. It matters how hard you try to communicate and how much you want to. So if the will is there and you try, you can do it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
You're
I
able
think,
to
yeah,
communicate.
I think one of the reason to relax, I can relax because of your character. You're very good, very, what do you say? It's kind of, uh, what do you say? It's very
Uh,
calm
Tom.
and very kind.
Oh,
Yes, that's why I can, even though we are first time to meet,
Yeah.
but we can communicate each other easily.